This piece is called Time Travel, and it's just kind of a concept slash story piece with some kind of poetic elements in it. And it pretty much features me and three of my best friends as kind of characters. So, without any further ado, here is Time Travel. Me and my friends, Matt and Andy, found a time machine in an abandoned warehouse with 10 minutes of travel time. We thought and drank, thought and drank. I said, let's go all back in time together. Get rich! Matt said, let's not fuck up the world. Andy said, you know what? We each get 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Do whatever we want. We'll set the machine to go to the new future person up next after 200 seconds. We agreed. We're all kind of hard on ourselves, but we try to be good to others. And I just said, you know what? I'm going back in time to kick my own ass. Fat freshman Robbie is going down. Andy laughed and said, that's great. It won't hurt anything. I'll kick my ass too. I met myself in our high school hallway on my birthday when I went to the restroom. I popped out of the time machine, stumbling, and said, hey there, happy birthday, bitch. I shoved the short and confused fat freshman Robbie into the lockers. My knuckles hit his eye socket. I felt my eye water and swell. My breath escaped like an animal cry as it's freed from a cage. I remembered feeling trapped at home at 18, my family crying, having intervention for me because of my manic behavior they thought was a brain tumor. I wanted to punch an inanimate object then, but I'll just punch me, now. I rammed my knee into fat freshman Robbie's ribs, smashed his head against the locker, and saw spots as the incision on my head opened and closed, scarring immediately as time tried to figure out what the fuck we were doing. When fat freshman Robbie slumped over, I kicked him in the nose. Felt my legs stretch, like when we played soccer at recess. The whole grade school versus me, Matt, and Andy. My past and present selves fell on our asses, and my nose bones bled, crunched, and twisted, reminding me of when I left the faucet running at 5. Dad yelled at me about wasting money and bills. Mom got mad at Dad for yelling at me, and so many problems were just all my fault. My sister told me we could be happy without money, but I've had trouble both with being happy and having money. Former classmates crowded around the hall, surfacing out of nowhere, like the ants I accidentally drowned when I poured milk on my cereal that morning. I pointed at fat freshman Andy and said, Andy from the future is coming for you next. Then scrappy freshman Matt choked me out. When I awoke, Andy was passed out, drunk, and the time machine was out of trips. Matt said, I went back and stopped you two. Everything's the same. I said, but maybe the three of us are different. And then Matt threw an empty beer can at me.